Feed me chicken.
I'm Geordie Slasher. Oh no, 2 minutes, I don't know how he does it. I'm Geordie Slasher Gaming, and you're watching Feed Me Chicken. It's so fucking hot. Ta-da.
And you know, that was the one and only Geordie Slasher Gaming. Wait, what? What? You don't know who that is? Well, I can tell you for a fact that Geordie Slasher Gaming is already in your comment section before you upload your video. Yes, you think you hear a fly buzzing around you when you are trying to record a video? That is Geordie Slasher Gaming. If you have ever watched The Simpsons, you may be familiar with a particular episode where the camera pans down through the Earth's core, and in the centre of the Earth there is Vishnu. And Vishnu is kind of acting as an operator for the rest of the world. That is Geordie Slasher Gaming in the YouTube universe. What does he do on his channel? He does collection videos, he does pickups videos, he does VR videos, he does charity related content. He is an all-round fantastic person who is gaining in popularity day by day. And he's probably the biggest supporter of you watching in the world of YouTube. He supports everybody. Great guy. And he's well deserving of your views. So let's go on to a well overdue YouTubing gift video. Yes, I have been on the receiving end once more of beautiful gifts or trades with fellow tubers, and absolutely phenomenal. I mean, the generosity that I personally receive is second to none. Absolutely second to none. And every single person, every single channel I mention is one you should be watching. But since we've spoken about Geordie Slasher Gaming, let's start off with one from him. Here we have Black and Bruised on the GameCube. Now this game, when it was showed in the group, I was like, I want that game. Why would I want this game? Well, it's simple really. This game kind of reminds me a lot of Ready to Rumble boxing on the Dreamcast. Yes, I say the Dreamcast because I prefer that version. The characters act in much the same way. It's over the top. It's not meant to be taken seriously. Yeah, if you're going to want a bit of fun in your games and you don't want them all too serious, look no further. Great ideas for characters, and it's a GameCube game. You can't go wrong. The next gift from a YouTuber comes from an amazing channel. Comes from Inked Northerner. Inked Northerner, again, he does pickups. He does stuff to do with the Evercade. He does modern, plays retro badly, which is a fantastic series and one you should all be watching. Again, in the group that I'm in, he put up a few games. I was interested in this one. The Ninja on the Master System. Why? Well, the reason is that there's been some high score challenges going around. Am I going to get involved? No, because I'm shit. However, the game looks really, really good. It looks like a lot of fun. And to be honest with you, it's a game where when he put it up and I'd seen a lot about it, I was like, yes, please, yes, please. And he was like, no problem. Again, again, with the same as with Geordie Slasher Gaming, Ink Northerner didn't accept any money, any postage, just said no problem. So here you go, the Ninja on the Master System. Up next, great channel, retroram 88. Now this guy, he does pickups. But what's really interesting, and something that if you watch this video, I hope he does a bit more around, because he's piqued my interest. Having a chat offline of YouTube, I know he's very much into the Amiga CD32 and the Vextrex. Oh, just obscure. How obscure of a console can you get? And yet, Amiga CD32 in particular is one where the controller is bizarre. The games, however, are magnificent, in my opinion. I haven't played the CD32, but I do love the Amiga. The Vextrex, obviously, the first time I think I heard of the Vextrex came from Dankster, but you know, it's a quirky system. It makes it interesting, so I do hope there's more videos along those lines. However, he is such a funny guy. So if you want a bit of comedy in your pickups, go and see retroram 88. Now, again, in the group that we're all in, he said, look, I've got these games to go. Anyone interested? I got a fantastic price for this game. He was very, very patient with me, I have to be honest. Which, obviously, he's in my heart now. So much patience for me. But the money he was raising from his sales were going towards the Vextrex. That's what it was going towards. So, you know, but the price is just amazing. So, you know, I'm going to snap them up all day long. So, let's start off with the first. Look, they're blue, so you know what they are. But you don't know the games. So let me tell you then. The first one we have is Nintendo Land. Woohoo! If there's anyone still watching, I'll carry on. Sorry. Right, so Nintendo Land. I already had this game. However, I did not have the manual. This game has the manual and makes me very, very happy. So I could basically upgrade my one to this one. So, Nintendo Land. First up. The next one. Kirby and the Rainbow Paintbrush. Yes. What can I say about it? Not a lot, because I haven't played it yet. However, the thing is that when you get Nintendo, there are certain characters you need to be buying games for. So, Metroid, Star Fox, Mario, obviously, Luigi, Donkey Kong, Mario Party, well, that's not really a character, but in terms of the N64 at least, Mario Party is definitely a big hitter, and Kirby. Underrated is Kirby, but not in terms of monetary value, believe me. The next one, Super Mario World 3D. Oh, when this came up and it wasn't snapped up by those who got there first, I was so happy. The Wii U, I enjoy the Wii U. I think games, like when they try and do something different and different works and works well, then the Wii U does that. You know, games like Zombie U, for example, people put it down. You know, they say, oh, you know, it doesn't work that well, blah, 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 blah. It works fantastic with a tablet. Again, you know, if I want to play the Wii U and the kids or my wife is watching TV, I'll play it on the tablet. No problem. So, yeah, so happy with that. And finally, Splatoon on the Wii U. I don't really think I need to say much about Splatoon, but if you've never seen it before, basically, it's it's a shooting game, much like any other shooting game really, but this one is where you shoot paints. And you can then obviously slide in the paints to travel from place to place, pick up paint cans. And it's kind of like Tony Hawk crossed with a first person shooter or a team battle shooter or whatever you want to say. But yeah, you know, just fun. And that's what life should be all about. Fun. So, retroram 88, thank you. This next gift becomes slightly convoluted. Right. So first of all, let me just say this comes from, yes, yet another gift from the, do you know what actually? Here's a question for you. Let me see if you know the answer to it. What do you get if you cross the burning sun with a load of drugs? Do you know? You get Retro Ed UK, yes you do. Retro Ed UK is probably one of the most enthusiastic, friendly people I have spoken to and seen on YouTube. No matter what it is, he is positive. Everything is positive. Everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're part of a team. Everything is awesome. I've lost all my views. I mean, sorry. But yeah, he's great. He's fantastic. Not been to his channel, I don't know why, but he has got pickups. He has got let's get physical. He has got his opinions on things. He has got the Evercade. He has shown his game collection in terms of his 3DS collection and the other little bits of collections he's got, but the 3DS and the DS, man, it is there, it is there, it is there, it is everywhere. But it's immense. Now, to show you how long this video has been in the making for, from other tubers, this note came with a date. The 30th of the 6th, 2021. Oops. But it's a lovely letter. Dear Mr. FMC, how the cluck are you? I continue to love your fab YouTube content, as does my son. And your son is a brilliant guy. Hello, if you're watching. You're amazing. Enjoy the game. Cheers, buddy. Retro Ed. I do that because it's in brackets, but. So yeah, goes into my little collection of letters, which is great. But not only did I get that, I got Nintendo Game Boy, Dr. Mario from the Kellogg Frosties. Look at that. Look at that. I'll show you the back. Do you know what's funny is when I got this, I remembered when I was younger and used to get the PG Tips cards. Crazy. So, what did I get sent by the great Retro Ed UK? A sealed copy of Splinter Cell 3D. And do you know what I'm going to do? Right here, right now. I'm going to attempt to unseal it. I'm going to fail miserably because even though there's a red strip on the back or the front, I'm not going to find it. Oh, there we go. Here we go. Get rid of that glare. Let's get this up. Let's get this baby unwrapped. It's going in the collection. Oh. And there you have it. Splinter Cell 3D. Splinter Cell is a great series. I enjoyed it on the original Xbox. And now I have it on the 3DS. However, the story with Retro Ed UK does not stop there. Now see, I mentioned not too long ago that he did a room tour. Now, in the early days of Retro channel, I was lucky enough to be subscribed really early on. So I've been talking to Retrohead on and off for a little while. And he told me early on that his game collection came from where he would go to auctions. Well, at least auctions were part of how he grew his collection. So in his video, and if you saw my boot sale video, there was a couple of engage games there. And I messaged him, go, have you got an engage? And if so, which one you got and what do you think of it? To he messaged back, go, no, they're just sitting there. If you're interested, you can have them. I was like, no, because he's already sent me a few stuff for free and I've got nothing to give him back. So we ended up doing a kind of a trade, in which I still got the better end of it again. But obviously, that's not me being ungrateful, it's just I would like to be able to give people the same sort of value that they give me. It doesn't seem to work out that way. However, we did do a trade. Now, in that trade, the 2 engage games came my way. And this is where this part of the trade story gets a bit convoluted. So just stay with me. Now, as you saw, I have no problem unsealing games from my collection. But the engage games that Retrohead UK sent me were sealed! They were sealed! Which then did actually create a conundrum in my head. And now you're sitting there going, seriously? Why? Well, because I personally see the engage as kind of a niche collection. So I then went into I spoke to Retrohead UK. I said, look, I'm really grateful for this game. Absolutely, 100%. So grateful. So generous. But if I can get these games unsealed from another collector, would you be alright if I kind of traded this so that someone can have these sealed for their collection? He's like, that's fine. Not a problem. They're yours now. They're out of my hair. You do what you want with them. So generous. I felt really bad. Really, really bad, because obviously it's a gift. But it wasn't something I wanted to unwrap just because of how I thought about it. So, I messaged a big group and I said, look, does anyone know or anyone point me in the director of a sealed engage collector? Well, one name came up. One name. Betty Horde Clinic. Oh, what a great guy. What a great guy. If you haven't seen his channel, you should. He live streams often. He does pickups video. He just really, it comes across, I mean, he has well over 1,000 subscribers. So much more than me. But yeah, he gave me the time of day. And that means a lot to me. And really, really kind. Just said, look, how can I help you, sort of thing, you know. I got in contact. He was fine with getting in contact. Again, the experience was fantastic. So Betty Horde Clinic, people need to go and check the channel out if you haven't done so already. He really does connect with you in the chat as well. So if he's playing, even if he's playing badly, FIFA, he's laughing away, he's having a good time. Whereas me, I'll be frustrated when I throw a controller across the room. But he doesn't. And he reads his comments, he will try and respond to you. Yeah, just a great guy. So anyway, I said to him, look, I got these 2 sealed games. I said, have you got them unsealed? And maybe would you be interested in like trading like for like? So the first game that we traded like for like, so he now has it sealed and I have it unsealed, is Splinter Cell on the Engage, which I have actually played now. I don't own the Engage, unfortunately, but I do have a friend that does have it for his phone collection. He let me give it a good old bash. Actually, not too bad. I didn't get very far, admittedly, because obviously I didn't really control it very well. But you know what? For the screen size and for what you probably expected to be, it did exceed my expectation in that short gameplay. So, yes. Once that was sent my way, or maybe just before, can't remember how it went. But anyway, he showed me another game he's got a double of. So once this game come through, I messaged him back going, look, I think his game came first, that was it. He sent his game first and I hadn't sent the game off yet, that's it. I said to him, look, I'm just going to send you both sealed games. He'd already showed me this one unsealed. He said, look, I'll just show you, I'm going to send you this one as well. Which was blinding, absolutely fantastic, so thank you very much. And the game in question is Tony Hawk Pro Skater. Yes. And again, I've given this a little go. I could do no tricks whatsoever because I did not know how to grind. But again, it didn't look bad. I couldn't really complain about how it looked. So yes, Betty Horde's Clinic, Retro Edge UK, you guys are amazing. Thank you. Now. I had a few big hitters in my opinion that I no longer needed, I no longer wanted, and I asked the group again, is anyone interested in these? Because it would be really, I only wanted, it sounds really bad because as you can see I have been sent a lot of nice stuff. But there's only two games where, no, three games that I had where I was interested in doing a trade just because I wouldn't have those games in my collection probably ever again. And the rest of it was just like, if you wanted it, you can have it. Now, Big Game Al, he says, I'm interested in one of your games that I want to trade on. The other one, I wasn't that bothered. He's already done a video, probably did a video about, it feels like years ago now. But no, he's already done his video and I'm way behind with this. So we had a wicked conversation with Big Game Al. And again, as seems to be the case, he has gone above and beyond with this trade. So he got basically a load of shit off me and I've got absolutely beauties off him. I'm telling you that much. So what I'm going to do, just explain how the conversation went. So there was a game on his shelf that I had never heard of before and I was interested in it. Until I looked it up on eBay, I went, yeah, I'm not interested in that game anymore simply because there's no way that the value of what I wanted matched the value of what I was sending. But Big Game Al, what a guy. And if you haven't seen his channel, I mean, you really should. We've got Mega Drive Mondays back. We've got pickups videos that are now at 20 minutes and they're fantastic. We've got actual footage of him going to charity shops and telling us what he's picked up. He's fully engaging with the audience. He makes comments, people, on your videos. But you know, aside from that, you know, he's a guy that knows his audience. You know, he's someone who you can have a laugh with, doesn't take himself too seriously. I get along with him brilliantly. I think he's a fantastic person. And you know, again, when you see what I've got, he's just generous as well, you know. He threw some sweets in for my kids as well. So, Big Game Al, thank you very much. So, we'd already made an agreement on this, even though one of the games is just stupidly expensive. But what he said was, I got it when it was cheaper, so I'm happy to let it go for what I got it for, which is really good of him, really good. But then he says to me, look, I've got these like penny games on my shelf. He said, is there anything you're interested in before I start sending them out to other people? I was like, well, yeah, I'm interested in a few of these. Yeah, please. So, let me show you what came as extras. And then you can get blown away by what I actually got. So, first one, Connect Sports. Everyone who is still watching this video is probably laughing their heads off. But I don't mind the Connect, to be honest with you. I quite like the dancing games on it, and if you can get over the fact that, you know, obviously it doesn't really find you very well, even if you have good lighting, just take it for what it is. It's just a bit of fun. So Connect Sports, I was very interested in. Xbox Live Arcade Unplugged. Now, this has got a couple of games that I remember seeing that I was interested in. I'm just trying to find them. Yep, they are Bejeweled, Geometry Wars, Retro Evolved were the two that I was very interested in. So to have them on here, the things I asked Al, I said, does it still work? Because I'm pretty sure when I tried to get this back when it came out in, on Xbox Live, it didn't actually work. But I haven't put it in yet. And I've just noticed something. I don't know if you're going to see this, but this is only, and you're probably not going to see it, I wouldn't think, but it only says Volume 1. I did not know there was any others apart from this one. So there you go, educated while doing a video. How about that? Next we have Beowulf, the game. No, don't know nothing about it, but it's a game to try in it. So, thank you very much is all I can say. And then this one was actually a real pleasant surprise to me, because he didn't show it and he just chucked it in. And that is Red Faction Armageddon. I am actually a really big fan of Red Faction. I love Red Faction 2 on the PlayStation 2. So to see this one in the box, I was smiling. So, big game out, thank you. But those, ladies and gentlemen, were just on top of what the original trade was for. So, the first part of the original trade is eSwap. Yes, City Under Siege. It just looks like a game that works well for the Mega Drive. I haven't experienced it, and when I was looking through the games, I did want to make sure, obviously thanks to the world of YouTube, that I knew what this game was all about. It's just one of those games that you see and you go, do you know what, that's a Mega Drive game. It looks like it's going to play well, I want to play it. So yeah, eSwap on the Mega Drive. And now we come to the game that is just, wow. Piece de Resistance in the big game hour trade. This is just stupid expensive, but do you know what, this is so much fun. And thank you very much for allowing it to go in this bundle. What game am I talking about? Ita on the Nintendo Switch. Now, if you like your bullet hell shooters and you like to face bosses, that's simply what this game is. I'm still not sure I've completed this, but I was hooked on it. No word of a lie. So if you've got a Switch and you can, this is definitely not a game that should be the price at now. It's not worth the price it's at, but it is a great game. I really enjoyed this. It's a big game out. Thank you very much. Now, if you thought that was it, you're wrong. The last, but no means least, gift comes from Rodgy Retro Gaming. Yes, the geezer. Yes, he is the channel that contains the personalities of Harry X. What a guy that young man is. He has got energy for days. And just for you, Harry X, build me up, buttercup baby, don't you let me down. Mess me around, and worst of all, you never call baby when you say you... I'm done now. But yes, it also contains Build Me Up Buttercup as well. Now, the first thing I want to show you from Rodgy Retro Gaming, before I tell you how these items came to my possession, is show you the box. I don't know if you can see this, so let's have a look. Yes, you can, right. It is To the Funky Chicken. And if you look down there, from the Colonel's Best Friend. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So, what did I get? What did I get? How did this all come about? Well, Mr. Rodgy Retro Gaming posted a video a while back in which he got a bag of freebies from his father-in-law. And he was going through the bag and showing all the games. Now, in one of my pickups from my drug dealer, I got a disc only of The Punisher. So, he then showed this. And I asked him, is it all complete? Because that's a thing for me. Yes, it is. I said, look, is there any possibility I could purchase this off you or maybe go for a trade? He was like, look mate, just send me your address, I'll send it to you. Huh. Yeah. He sent this to me, but he sent shit ton of other things. So let me share with you. Now, this, I was lucky with this one. So you're watching Mr. Rodgy Retro Gaming, I haven't shared this with you yet, but I had to use a knife to cut into this box. So, as you can see, it is well wrapped up. I mean, look at that. So I used a knife to get in here. Now, this item was there. I was like, ooh, ooh, that was close. Yes, we have the box to Rainbow Six on the N64. And what's even more amazing is, look, all of the gumbity goops inside as well. Now, again, in one of our past videos, so whether or not Rodgy Retro Gaming saw it or not, I don't know. But I did get from my drug dealer a loose cart of this very game. So now I have it boxed and complete. Get in there. But it didn't stop there. It did not stop there. We have, for the Master System, Pro Wrestling. Again, he must have watched my channel because he must know that I do like my wrestling. Never experienced this game. However, looking at the back, it looks better than the 2K games, I'll give you that. So, again, thank you very much. A game that I didn't think I would be... In fact, I've got to be honest, I never actually knew this one came out. And the first one I have played, I didn't really enjoy. But this one seems to be, certainly reading the back, a lot different. And actually, on a serious note, piques my interest quite significantly. And that is Viva Pinata, Trouble in Paradise. Yes. It seems to be a bit of an open world exploration, collectathon type thing. And to be honest with you, I'm actually going to give this one a go. Again, thank you. Generosity. This game I do own already, but Crackdown 2. Nothing much you can say about it. It's Crackdown. If you haven't played it, you should go and play it. Next up, a game I've never heard of, and that is Ruse. Don't believe what you see on the Xbox 360. So, no idea, obviously to do with war, but it's now here. I've got no excuse not to give it a go and to form an opinion for myself. And, again, another freebie. There was no postage you wanted. No, nothing. I did not even know that the rest of these items I've just showed you were coming. But we've got the arcade. And basically it is kind of all your classic games, but not not with their classic names. Ooh. Look at that, I'm a poet, didn't even know it. But yeah, bringing the retro charm of classic arcade gameplay out of the games cabinet and into your living room. So there you go. And there we have it. There you have it. The absolute immense generosity of the community of YouTube is for all you, for all you to see. Thank you so much for giving me your time. Thank you so much to all of you just fantastic people who shout at me with gifts and attention and knowledge and everything. It's mind-blowing at times, really is. Again, thank you just seems like such a shallow word, because we can have all these words that will give us the satisfaction of negativity, and yet when it comes to positive things, thank you just seems so lame. But I am extremely grateful for everything I've received. So thank you to everyone I've mentioned, and every single channel that has been mentioned. You out there should go and watch if you're not already. Well, that's it from me. Hope you guys take care. Hope you watch more content that's going to make you happy, and enjoy the rest of your day.
Here we have Feed Me Chicken modelling a retro bear t-shirt, shaking some wee shakers. What a lovely t-shirt. Shame about the model. Oh my god. Does he want to keep his viewers? What the fuck is he doing? Here we have Feed Me Chicken. What's he doing? What's that say? Let's get physical. Oh my god, he's shaking his ass. You need to do it more than that to get physical. Oh my god. Everyone's gonna see this. What the fuck? What's he walking backwards for? What? Wait, watch after ball.
You made it to the end. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave me a comment below and let me know what you thought of this video. Also, let me know how you found me. Below is a link to my Facebook page. It is the only bit of social media I do between YouTube and you guys. This is where you will see photos of the items I have for sale or for trade. I do not do Twitter and I do not do Instagram. Take care.